Hello, all sentient beings, and welcome to the Transmissions Podcast, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers! On this episode of Transmissions, DNA Design has another awesome upgrade kit for War for Cybertron Kingdom figures, Cang Toys has a refreshing third-party take on the Dinobots, and we get a better look at a possible upcoming Masterpiece Cliffjumper. Today is Wednesday, November 10th, 2021, and this is episode 459 of Transmissions. Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that hopes the next Studio Series 86 figure is not a dead prowl with smoking and burning action. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Scott, the illustrious Dr. Pants.
Hello, everyone, and Charles, I'm having Nam flashbacks with the shot of Prowl dying now. Thank you. That's how I want to start the show.
Happy to help. And Jeremy, a.k.a. Yakko.
Hey, how's it going?
Line.
Let's talk Transformers. It took me a second. Forgot.
Yeah, Daryl is on assignment this week, so we are without our Cybertronian beast. And, you know, he usually does the line at the end, but we'll make do. We'll try to cobble together a toy show without him. Of course, it doesn't help that this week was a very slow week with not a lot of toys to talk about, but...
we could just skip the toy show.
No, we need to do trips to the store. I've been waiting.
For Dr. Pants, we gotta keep it. The show must go on. So
I will stand in for Daryl and do the toy thing.
Well, you know, watch out, because if you're better than him, you know, he's off the show.
I can't replace Daryl. I will say that. I cannot do the things he does. My Russian accent is terrible.
Shh, that's a secret.
It's true. I'm not even Canadian.
As always, we start at the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you so much for continuing to help out the show. We really appreciate it. And if you'd like to become a Donatron, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. We also have the first and only Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust, that is part of the Transmissions Podcast Network. And this week we have Empire of Rust episode 62, The Trial of the Century. And this just came out in the free feed this Monday, November 8th, so you should already have access to it. You can listen to it in the main Transmissions podcast feed or go to transmissionspodcast.com/rust. And for our Donatrons, we do have the final episode of the Empire of Rust Transmissions collaboration, One Flew Over the Swinging Hair. And this is available exclusively to Donatrons on our Patreon channel or the Dropbox, the Transmissions Dropbox. And this is one of the perks of being a Donatron, is you get access to these special episodes that are not available on the main Empire of Rust feed. At least, you know, they might be available in the future, but not yet. So if you want to listen now, hear me and Yoshi on the Empire of Rust, playing with the Empire of Rust cast in a completely brand new adventure in the Empire of Rust universe. So check it out. And now all 6 parts are available for you to listen. And one last thing, dealing with our awesome editor, Mike. He's on the latest episode of the Autopod Decepticast. And in this episode, they are reviewing the G1 Classic episode, War Dawn. So we'll have a link to that in the show notes. You can check that out. And that is at autopoddecepticast.com. All right. I met those guys at TFCon in Baltimore a couple weeks ago. Very cool guys. All right. Jeremy, we have a little bit of business to take care of because it's another month. And we've got the October 2021 Toy Hacks $10 gift code drawing. And this is another perk given to our Donatrons. They are automatically entered into this monthly contest just for being is a supporter of our show. And our friends at toyhacks.com have provided this $10 gift code every month to a lucky winner on the podcast. So, Jeremy, is your assistant ready to help us out?
Computer, are you ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, can you have her give us a random number between 1 and 86?
Computer, give me a random number between 1 and 86.
Here's a number between 1 and 86. It's 23.
There you go.
23 goes to John 4X Levin Good.
Ah,
Woo!
Congratulations.
Oh, he's not even listening tonight.
usually listening to us live, but he's not here tonight.
Yeah. One of our Masterpiece Donatrons. Awesome guy. So we will get that $10 gift code out to you, John, as soon as possible. Good
As soon as
job.
Carol decides to go and do some more work.
Oh, I have to contact him? Okay. Daryl's not here. I got to do this now.
All right. Well, with that taken care of, let's jump right into some toy news.
All right. Oh, Daryl's not here, so I get to start. I have a add-on kit for Kingdom Dinobot, Black Arachnia, and Scorponok from DNA Designs. This is their DK29 Gear Master Kit, and it adds a bunch of things. Like for Kingdom Dinobot, you get like ammo packs across the chest. It has a kind of a prehistoric club, and for some reason a big machine gun. Well, I guess he did have like a sniper rifle in that one episode. So lots of cool stuff for Dinobot there. And then for Black Arachnia, she has that little visor thing that she used when trying to like control Tarantulas or Scorponok here, and it looks really cool. A lot more stuff for Dinobot there. And then Scorponok, it looks like he just has the that little, what is it called? The little mind control bee, or can't remember what it was.
I think he calls it a cyber bee in the show.
A cyber bee, yeah. So a lot more stuff for Dinobot in this set. Even has a golden disc, which is great if you're not getting it with what figure does it come with? Coming with one.
The golden disc comes with the Arc. I know that.
Yeah, it's coming with another figure too, like officially. But
Was it Pterosaur?
Yes.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So nice to get it though. Here. I mean, it's the golden disc is something in the public domain because NASA sent it into space, and anything they do is not really copyrighted. So cool that they're doing that. And yeah, I mean, this is a neat little set, and not really sure how much this is going to cost. But I wouldn't expect it would be too much with everything you're getting here. So, what do you guys think?
These are cool little accessories. If I do have the Black Arachnia figure, but I think this is mainly I think the Dinobot figure is really what gets the most love in this set. I mean, all these little add-ons do appeal to a fan of the show. I mean, I think all these things were taken from the show where, the classic episode Code of Hero, where he had that the little hammer fighting Megatron with his last gasp, and I think the other episode, I forget which one it was, but it was like the season 2 premiere of Beast Wars, where like the Autobots or the Maximals had to make their last stand, and he had all those weapons.
And he rides Rat Trap into battle.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, they looks good, and yeah, I mean these are nice little accessories. I think DNA Designs is cool for always coming up with all these little accessories that make your figures look better.
Awesome. Dr. Pants, what are your thoughts?
They're really cool. I gotta say that I love seeing all these things for Dinobot. Because I mean, Code of Hero is one of those really, really great episodes. So of course you want stuff from that, and yeah, the big rifle. I mean, if you can get a Transmetal Rat Trap, you can have him riding that, holding the big rifle. That's really cool. I'm surprised none of us have brought up that beautiful picture number 4 of that sexy pose where he's just stretched up to be like, look, my little hands can fit in my chest perfectly because there's replacement hands, but like that pose. There was no need for that pose.
I didn't even see that right away.
Oh, that was like the one picture I was like, why? I mean, great, the arms fit, but why that pose? But hey, great. I love that they gave Black Arachnia a little hacking thing. What I would have loved to have seen, though, is her to actually get, like, a replacement gun that had the little, like, grappling hook, like her toy had. Mm-hmm. I would like somebody to do that, because I missed that. And Scorponok having the little attachment to put the Cyber Bee on people, that's really cool. Unfortunately, I have none of these figures. I have a Black Arachnia, but it's the toy version that came with the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Worlds Collide set. So I'm not going to get the hacking thing because that wasn't with it. And I don't have Scorponok. I don't have Dinobots. So this is all really cool. And I did just check Big Bad Toy Store. It is $29.99 for the whole set.
Yeah, I don't think that's too bad for what you're getting.
No, that's a pretty good price for all of that.
Awesome. Well, I mean, that's all I got this week. Dr. Pants, what do you have?
I have some stuff from Cang Toys. At the China International Comic Festival and Asia Game Festival, Cang Toys showed off some color sketches of their Dinobots set, and these are apparently going to also combine into a Volcanicus. These are hyper stylized. Like, I'm not going to lie, looking at these, none of them look like any recognizable Dinobot aside from, oh, well, it's a T-Rex, it's got to be Grimlock, and the Triceratops has to be Slug and whatnot, but these are really, really hyper stylized. They look absolutely insane. All the designs remind me, like the dinosaurs remind me of Zoids, like the Japanese animal mechs, and the robots remind me a lot of Gundams. There is a lot of Gundam style design in these. I think these look absolutely fantastic. I love this kind of design work. They look super cool, super stylized, and I can't wait to see what the Volcanicus looks like. Their Thunder King, their Predacon set, I did have one of those, but I couldn't bring myself to get the whole set because I already have a Predaking. But this set, I don't have a Volcanicus. And in all honesty, I mean, none of the official, or the only official one, looked that great. This one looks really, really cool potentially because of all these designs. I'm really digging Swoop. And they added a sixth member who is a Spinosaurus, and the blades on the arms from like the back fin just look crazy cool. I love all of these. So, Jeremy, what do you think of them?
This does look really interesting. I really like that they're clearly Dinobots, but the transformations are completely unique to these guys, and they're not copying any existing transformations. Like Grimlock's head is on the T-Rex head is on his left shoulder, and I love how his sword is the tip of his tail. That's where it comes from. And that things like that, I mean, they are really doing some interesting things here. I'm really impressed. And then adding a sixth member, I don't think we've ever seen a Spinosaurus Dinobot before, and this is a really cool idea.
Scorn from the movies.
I don't think we've ever seen a Spinosaurus Dinobot before. I don't know what you're talking about.
You had me going for a second. I'm like, did he just not hear me? But that's fair. That's fair.
Age of Extinction doesn't exist.
I've blacked out so many of the movies. I know I'm going to have to watch them again at some point for something. It's inevitable. But right now, I think we did have a Scorn or something like that from the comics, but I don't think it was this type of dinosaur. But these all look really, really cool, and I can't wait to see them in plastic form because these are just drawings at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I had one of the Cang Toys Predacons, and it was really solid, a lot of metal pieces, and the price wasn't bad, and it was huge. So I'm really excited to see how these turn out, and if it's a decent price, because I think it was $100 per piece. I'd at least pick one of these up because they're just that cool. But Charles, what do you think? You're in for the whole set. You love Dinobots. I know you do.
I do love Dinobots, but I think these will probably be outside my price range. I think these look really great. Yeah, I mean, I definitely get the Zoid / Gundam vibe for all of them. The one thing I'm going to quibble with is the Grimlock like the Grimlock T-Rex mode. That looks like a dragon to me. It doesn't look like even remotely like a T-Rex. So, I mean, that's not a big deal, but it just when I look at that, I don't see Dinobot. I see just Dragon.
Well, I mean, going back to the aforementioned live action monstrosities, they did do more of a kind of Chinese dragon themed look for Grimlock in those, and this was at a Chinese festival. They could just be going for that style of Grimlock.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and to go with like the whole Zoid thing, in all honesty, like the Grimlock itself looks very specifically like one of the Zoids called Berserk Fury. Like it looks almost exactly like that. And if I can get a thing in the chat, like it looks a lot like that, including the shoulder things and whatnot. It's even got the little like red circles for like the joint caps, which they had to have done that on purpose. But I also want to say, like, the Grimlock transformation with the shoulder, with his, like, head on his shoulder, and then his dinosaur legs just becoming his robot legs, it gives me kind of Beast Wars Megatron vibes.
Yeah.
Which is also really cool, but I'm going to keep my eyes open for these. I think these look really cool, so.
I do like how the Sludge figure, because, Sludge is also, like, as a Brontosaurus or a Patasaurus or whatever. I mean, I think we need to consult with Mikey about what the right dinosaur term is for the long necks now. I think that one is always tricky because he's supposed to be he should be much bigger than all the other Dinobots, but scaling the characters correctly so that they can still combine, I guess, is going to be an issue. But I like how in robot mode the head and the tail become like these, I guess, wings or extra appendages for Sludge in his robot mode.
Yeah, because anytime you get a Sludge, it's just the head's just hanging off the back somewhere.
Yeah, but yeah, and the tail has its own mouth, so it's kind of symmetrical here. He's got like two little claws there,
which is really, really cool. I dig it. But that's all I got. So, Charles, you have something better? I hope so.
Not really. I think you're going to be disappointed, unfortunately.
Oh no.
So one quick thing is just another toy listing rumor. Apparently, we are getting a Studio Series 86 Voyager Ironhide. And so okay, that's great. I wonder how that's going to look. I mean, I hope it's going to be very basically animation model accurate. Although, I kind of referenced it in our intro. Is this going to be like Ironhide with a giant hole in his back? And you can pose him crawling on the ground, grabbing Megatron's leg, saying, no, and you can
just have it be like the bottom half of the bot.
Wow.
And that's what happens after Megatron blasts them.
I mean, basically, but still, ouch, too soon. It's been 35 years, too soon. The last Ironhide we got, which was in the 2-pack through Amazon, and the Siege one, that was a deluxe, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I'm wondering what they're going to do to make this one a Voyager, because I can't imagine they make it much bigger for scale. I'm wondering if it'll come packaged with other stuff to make it worth it then.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But whatever they do, they're going to have a Ratchet too eventually, because you get 2 for the price of 1 with this mold. So I'm sure that's in the works.
I can't wait to see the smoke blast effects that they're going to come out with. Is that also too soon?
You're making me sad, guys. This is supposed to be a happy time. We keep talking about these characters dying. It's so sad.
I mean, you don't get with the Studio Series 86 Starscream, you don't get like a pile of dust. So I imagine this will just be an Ironhide.
There better be a Generation Select Coronation Starscream that's gray. I want one all gray with the shocked look on his face, so I can just pose it like that.
Just have it be the gray legs and a little packet of dust.
Why do you keep asking for half a robot? Give us the full robot and it separates.
I mean, these are just ideas for third-party companies just to, do it.
Here's your Starscream Ashes. That'll be $25.
Well, they
completely non-IP infringing too.
But they did. A third-party company did do that. Was it Moz Toys made the pipes that was Overlord had stepped on him? And I think it was compatible with MMC Carnifex. Like it fit in there. The foot fit in.
That's what we need more of.
Actually, I'm not going to lie. That I would appreciate more of that stuff. But
all right, moving on. My actual toy topic is more info on Masterpiece Cliffjumper. So this has not been officially announced yet, but we have seen test shots and prototypes. Now we've got a pretty much color prototype. It looks pretty much all done, and it does look like Cliffjumper. The proportions seem a bit odd to me, I can't really tell. I mean, I imagine this has to be the same size as Masterpiece Bumblebee. I mean, it must be. I mean, but it looks, just looking at it, it looks a bit weird. Yeah, I mean, it does look like Cliffjumper. It does look, a bit different from the Bumblebee mode, so it's not just a Bumblebee repaint. But I'm sure it shares, some of the engineering and parts and everything. But yeah, it's Masterpiece Cliffjumper. I guess will be coming soon at some point from Takara. Dr. Pants, any interest in a Masterpiece Cliffjumper?
When it comes to Masterpiece figures, I typically try to stay within a certain area of stuff. Like I'm trying to get the Headmaster Juniors and a couple of the Headmasters. Like I want to do the Japanese stuff. So I'm not going for a lot of the first 2 seasons G1 stuff because there's too much and I'm not made of money. But I will say, like, I like Cliffjumper, and the Earthrise figure was great. I don't know what's going on with this figure, and I'm going to assume that part of it's mistransformed because that piece hanging in front of the chest probably shouldn't be there. But I don't like how this looks at all. The side views, the back views, like it's Kibble City. There's stuff everywhere. It doesn't clean up very well, and I know the same thing happened with the Bumblebee 2.0. And I'm with you. The proportions look weird. I feel like Cliffjumper should have a bit bulkier of a chest. It looks too slim and his head's too big. I don't know if they just used the Bumblebee skeleton and that's what they ended up with, but like, no, this is wrong. It doesn't look right. So I am, even if I was in for this, or in for like a set like this, I'm not in for this figure. I don't think it looks good.
Yeah. I think the kibble has been a trend with the Masterpiece figures because they're hyper focus on making it look like the animation model in robot mode and in vehicle mode means they've had to do some really wonky things to get both modes to look right.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not a fan of that. Like, I understand wanting the cartoon accuracy, but like, could we tone it down a little bit to at least get a better transforming figure?
Yeah, the answer to that is no.
No, you're right. You're right.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. For the people who want this and the people who are going to buy it, I hope they enjoy it. It is 100% not for me, though.
Yeah. Jeremy, what do you think of this figure?
I have to agree. It's. I mean, this is clearly not finished. The arms, like the shoulders, are all janky. If you look at like the left shoulder, it's just completely messed up on a bunch of these pictures. And
I didn't even notice that.
I just think this isn't finished at all. I mean, in my opinion, it is probably big portions of the Bumblebee figure with pieces of Cliffjumper, to try to, get it to work. But like there's a panel flipping out on the leg and it's either mistransformed or it's just not finished. And as it is now, I'm not interested either. It just needs a lot more. It just doesn't look enough like Cliffjumper to me. It needs a lot of work.
All right. Well, that's all our toy topics, and we will move on to trips to the store. This is where we show off all the awesome Transformer stuff we got this week. We do this as a video so you can see everything we got in beautiful high definition, but we'll have the audio right here in the podcast so you can keep listening as we describe everything in loving detail. So without further ado, trips to the store.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
All right, let's show off the stuff we got this week, and we're going to start it off with Jeremy.
I just have comics. I made like the first trip to my comic store in like a month or two last week, and I wasn't on the show, so I didn't show anything off. Got a number of Transformers comics. The Halloween special. This is the Nicole Go cover. Got the Beast Wars number 8. This is the Andrew Griffith cover. Have Transformers number 35. This is the Juan Samu cover. And Wreckers, Tread and Circuits, which we will get around to. It's in our queue. We'll review it soon. This is the Jack Lawrence cover. It's a fun book. And then Shattered Glass number 2. This is the Alex Milne cover. Amazing. But also decided to try something with Shattered Glass. And my store does get alternate covers. So I told them, give me all the RI covers for Shattered Glass too. So I got the RI cover. This is Sarah Petra-Drochet. They charged me $8 for it, but really cool. And now I know that I can like snipe the person that beats me to the store to get the RI covers. I can just get it in my pull list. So
nice.
That's all I got this week.
Cool. Wreckers 2 is already out this week too, so we're still as we record this, we're recording this before Wednesday, so we don't get our comics yet. But if you're watching this on Wednesday, you should be able to get Wreckers number 2 at your local comic shop or on Comixology or the IDW app, whatever.
Yeah, it is a fun series.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go next. I have one thing. The same weekend as TFCon, we had Hasbro PulseCon, and they had a few exclusive figures up for pre-order, and I pre-ordered something, and it already got here, and that was Covert Agent Ravage with Decepticons Forever Ravage, which is just G1 Ravage, the G1 Ravage toy. But this is cool. The Ravage figure is a significant retool of the Kingdom Cheetor. And then it's got this little diorama of his ship from Beast Wars, the Agenda, the series where the miniseries where he was had a large role in the Beast Wars. This was for all the people, the college students like me and older kids who were watching Beast Wars in the dorm and remembering G1 when they were a kid. And this was when we said, "Oh, it's Ravage." This is connected to G1. It's not just some random animal Transformers. They are Cybertronian. They really are. So yeah, this was a cool little reveal on the show, and it's cool that they made this figure to homage that. So. Yeah, so didn't get a chance to open it and play with it yet.
Yeah, can you tell if the G1 Ravage is actually like with the metal pieces, like his legs?
I'd have to open it up to see that. I can't really tell. They look shiny. They do look shiny, but it's hard to tell. I think
all the reissues so far have been metal, but
yeah, I would imagine they would just use the same as the reissue.
Yeah,
since that was not that long ago.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That's awesome.
That looks really good for a retool of Kingdom Cheetor. That looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right, that's what I got this week. So we're gonna yield the floor to Dr. Pants.
Daryl's not here. I got big shoes to fill.
No one to challenge him. He takes the stage.
This is all mine. I don't have anything crazy G1 like Daryl usually does, but I'm going to start off with something I found today. Just something real little, but I found Core Class Soundwave.
Oh,
I am
cute.
a big. Yeah, he's adorable. Look how tiny he is, and still my favorite thing is comes with a little cassette of Laserbeak. I'm gonna lose this. Thank God the chest isn't spring-loaded. Like, the chest, it just pulls open, but it actually snaps in there pretty tight, so it probably won't come out. And I'm probably never going to take it out of there, because I don't want to lose it. But he is tiny, he is adorable, he is my friend. And his transformation is basically just G1 Soundwave with ball joints, and he does have the little toes sticking up. But he's super posable and fun. I love Soundwave, I can't say no. But as the listeners know, I was at TFCon with you, Charles, and with Mike, and of course I picked up a bunch of stuff, so let's take a look at that. And first, I've got some artwork. I got Livio Remondelli. I commissioned him to do a headshot of Lio Kaiser.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Because we never see artwork of these guys, and I love that design. I think it's really, really cool, and I need more Lio Kaiser in my life. So
I'm sure you're probably one of the first requests he's ever gotten for Lio Kaiser.
Yeah, I think he actually said that. He's like, no one ever asked for that. I'm pretty sure anybody I asked to draw Lio Kaiser, they're going to be like, no one asked for Lio Kaiser.
That's like me and Scrounge.
Yeah.
No one ever gives these guys respect.
Well, Scrounge is only a comic book character, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm surprised Cyberverse didn't put him in somewhere.
With everything else they did, yeah, I'm shocked too. My next figure, so to continue my Unicron trilogy pickups, I found Energon Bulkhead complete, and he's one of those figures that has the like armor set that adds onto him. So the backpack, let's see if I can pull it off here. The backpack comes off and can become a little walker, and it'll attach to the bottom of him, and he turns into a helicopter. The backpack has light and sounds, but unfortunately, it was still in package. Yes, I opened it. Had to. But there were batteries in it from when it was in the package, and those terminals are ruined. I have to do a lot of work to really clean them up. So, I tried vinegar. It didn't quite get it off, so I'll have to find something else. But, he's got his little spinny helicopter blades, and I love these Energon figures with just the extra pieces to armor them up. I think it's really cool. Him and Landmine were awesome. My next pickup, I'll start with the small pieces that came with it. I got 2 little cassette bots. I got Stinger and Mandy. I love having a cassette named Mandy. Mandy is, of course, just basically a pink rewind or eject, and Stinger turns into a little scorpion. But these both came with KFC Double Deck. So I have a Masterpiece scaled twin cast.
That's very cool.
He is really, really cool. He's beautiful. I love that blue color. And he goes on my Headmaster shelf where I have Chrome Dome, Hardhead, and Point Blank. And yeah, he basically reminds me a lot of Masterpiece Soundwave with a few cool features. But yeah, he's really, really fun. I like him a lot.
That's a Toy Hacks sticker on him.
Oh, he was actually used, so they put it on him, I guess.
Okay, well, it looks good.
It does. It fits on there real nice, and he's in real nice shape. But yep, I was looking for that, like I said, for my Headmaster shelf. And if Robo Apollo is listening, which I'm sure she is, she'll be happy about the next one, because my next one on the list was Make Toys Meteor. So I got myself a Masterpiece scaled Starscream. And I went with the Make Toys one because it was, well, the cheapest one. And also, from what I understand, it has one of the better transformations. And also, I just think he looks really cool. I like the lighter color scheme. And the transformation is a lot of fun. I love that gold cockpit. That looks great. And also, he comes with one of the most fun accessories. He comes with an alternate head that also attaches to Make Toys Megatron, so it can look like that Megatron is choking him. And I have the Make Toys Megatron, so I can do this eventually if I want to. But, yeah, no, he is a lot of fun, real heavy, a lot of metal parts. The thighs are metal. There's some more metal pieces in the legs and everything. And that jet mode, when it's done, because of that color, it looks just like that scene in the movie where he's coming down on Springer and RC. It has that great look to it. And I really like it. I don't own a whole lot of Starscreams, not one of my favorite characters, but I have a Megatron Shockwave and Soundwave Masterpiece scale. I needed a Starscream to fit in there. So, he is my Starscream, and I like him a lot. That was it for my TFCon pickups, but I do want to show off one other thing, because last time I was on the show, I was hoping it would be in time, and it wasn't, and this is a big one. I showed off a little less than a year ago Power Baser, and I got Fans Hobbies God Armor in.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so now I have Fans Hobbies Masterpiece scaled God Jinrai, and oh my god, it's gigantic, and it's so heavy. I don't know where to put it.
I'll take it.
Oh, no. He stays. He's not going anywhere. He is my baby now. I actually have him displayed on the shelf, split up as Power Master Prime and God Bomber. But for the show, I had to put it on here because it's so impressive how big this is. And
that's amazing.
And the combination is super solid too. Everything clips on there real nice. And the other thing that blows my mind, I've never seen a Masterpiece figure. Hold on, are you gonna work for me? Let's see if I can get it.
No.
It has a spring-loaded missile. What Masterpiece
That's
figure does
dangerous.
that? It's real dangerous. It has a safety. There is a button on the side to lock it in place.
That's great. Especially because it's such a big missile, too.
They gave me an extra one, too. So I can't store it anywhere on him, but it's in a drawer there, so I have it. But also, I don't know if you can see it, but the head sculpt... gotta watch my fingers. The head sculpt, even the little crest up here and the sides, they all open up. So there's like hints of red there, and it's hard to see on camera, but that came with the God Bomber to replace the original head, so like there's a super mode head. But he is big and fantastic, and I love him. I love everything. This was a great, great week for me. Month. I'm only on here once a month. So.
Well, it's a good thing that you scared Daryl away. He's like, oh crap. Dr. Pants went to a convention. There's no hope.
Yeah, I mean, how's he going to top this thing? He'll be on next week, and he'll be like, well, actually, I have this, and I'll be sad. But that's okay. I get my moment in the sun right now. But that's all I got.
All right. Well, we will not deny you your moment in the sun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got to figure out where that missile went.
Off stream.
Yeah.
And that's it for this week's Trips to the Store.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
We're back from our trips to the store, and we will finish up the show with convention news.
All right, just one thing here in convention news this week. TF Nation has announced their 2022 convention. This will be an in-person convention. It will be August 12th through 14th, 2022. And they said that on this coming Saturday, November 13th, attendees who rolled over their 2020 tickets will receive 24-hour advanced access to purchase new optional add-on tickets. All ticket types will then be released for general sale on Sunday, November 14th. They say that the hotel rooms are not going to be released for several months. So we'll have news when those go open. But if you want to buy your tickets themselves, they will remain at the 2020 prices, and they do not have a weekend ticket option anymore. They've retired that, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are all individually ticketed. So also their ClubCon Saturday evening event is also a separate ticketed event. And they're also offering early access to the Trader Hall. Like you'll be able to purchase that as an add-on too. So lots of changes, obviously, because of what everything has happened over the last year. And, you know, the big broadcast was a free streaming event. So they've had to obviously change how things are priced or how they're charging for things. So I am happy to see them come back. This is one show that I am wanting to attend at some point. It's just so expensive for those of us in North America, but happy to see them coming back, and we will provide more news once the hotels go on sale and they have other updates. So that's it for convention news.
Okay, and that takes us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. Thanks, everyone, for listening. And as always, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons at the end of every episode. So thank you to John 4X Levengood, Dinobot Maximize, Demon Tech 82, and Septimus Soulvein. You guys continue to support us at the highest level on our Patreon, and we really appreciate it, which is why we give you a shout out in every episode. Also, for everyone who wants to help out the show, you can buy some merchandise from our TeePublic store. That's at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. We've got lots of shirt designs, masks, mugs, other merchandise, lots of cool stuff. And of course, if you buy anything through our link from TeePublic, that still helps out the show. So it doesn't even need to be something that we have on our store. You can buy anything and still help. And Dr. Pants, thank you again for joining us. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on the internet?
Well, thank you very much, guys, for having me, as usual. And you can find me and all of my friends on nerdstradamus.com, which is the site which will show you where you can find us. But most of the time, we are on Nerdstradamus, the YouTube channel. That's where we post our videos, and we stream weekly, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or around then, barring any technical difficulties. And we're always playing something up there and just having a good time. And we always like people to come hang out with us and chat with us while we play. It is November, and as per holiday tradition on Nerdstradamus, we are currently playing through a Legend of Zelda game. We're playing A Link to the Past, so if you want to come watch us play that and hang out with us, step in on Friday. But, yeah, that's it. Thanks again.
All right, and thank you for joining us. So that takes us to the end of the show. Thanks, everyone, for listening. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.